Wow, that is cool.
I always wanted a truck like this.
Right.
So I drew it, and now I built it. There's nothing like the feeling of dragging something home from the weeds and building something that looks like this.
Yeah. Let's see if she'll rock a little. Wow, I love this.
Long time no see. Happy birthday! Oh my God! Look at Oh my God! So we got the carpet in, gauges, new steering wheel, deluxe heater controls. All the holes are plugged on the dash. New headliner. Does this one pass inspection, honey? Introduce you to Aunt Jamie to an American hero. You got it. Peace out.
Buffalo. Buffalo. Buffalo.
Boy, he looked good when he was wet, didn't he? You know what? I think he's gonna wet.
He looks really good with a Teletubby in front of him.
With a what? With a what in front of him? Are you okay? Hey, you're on film right now, you know. A what? What?
You look like a Teletubby.
I have both hands. If I were out in the field working on...
Oh, I love you.
Here's my sign, this is
I
Walmart. Quit that. We're family friendly.
I know, but I'm gonna pee my pants.
I'm back, folks. I'm going to show you where I'm at. You saw the first big load that I took off. I've been tag teaming. I've been using my Wild Badger 4-in-1 multi-tool and one of my Wild Badger electric chainsaws, teaming up. I'm going up, I'm limbing. As the limbs come down, I'm chopping it up with that into what's just limbs and what I can buck up into firewood. This cedar will smell real nice burning in my shop next winter. Last year, right after I got my stove up and running again, I spent $300 on that firewood, minus what I burned. But there'll be no buying firewood this year. So I thought I'd just take them in. Let me catch my breath. I'm tired. Anyway, you can see I'm going up kind of high. Not too high though. I'm getting all the junk out. I think this is going to do these 3 cedars a lot of good. They had these monster, look at how big that stalk right there. That's a blackberry. Wonder if I could sell these on the interwebs as a weapon. Look at that. That is a prehistoric Oregon blackberry stalk, folks. They don't get much bigger than that. Anyway, all these blackberries were growing up into this tree. These bottom limbs were just a tangled web. I've got one little corner to get around here, but I've got all the rest of it done. And here comes the rain, don't you know? I don't suppose I need to say that. I've got plenty of them. Well, it's dry under the trees, so I'll set you guys up on a tripod and we'll knock out this last section, and then the 3 Cedars Rest Area and Firewood Station will be completed. I'm going to stack my wood up in the middle right there. Yeah, like that. It's going to be great, folks. sometimes you jump off into a project and you don't realize how involved it is. This is one of those. The 3 Cedars Rest Area. I had to drop everything and clean this area up because I need to put my firewood there. The firewood is messing up my mojo on organizing the building because it's blocking me from getting things out. It's taking up space right in the middle. I don't want it in the building. I want it stacked up between these trunks. And I've almost got this done, but man, that turned out to be a big project. I had another load like this that I hauled out of here. And I think I'm in the home stretch. I think I just got a little around here. I'm kind of leaving some of this on. Not this, but this. Just to obscure the view a little bit from the road. The road's up there. Maybe we'll see a car go by and you can see what I'm talking about. So for a split second, for a very small window from there to there, our property is capable of offending someone if they slow down. And they're on a corner there too, so they got to slow way down. See, like that guy would have been doing 5 or 10, but they will do it. So you can see the road now. They will slow down to 3 or 4 miles an hour so they can peer back here just to get offended. But I left a couple little branches, and trust me, if you're looking from way up there on the road, the few little branches that I left over here are enough to obscure your view of here. Whatever, I'm leaving those until we get everything cleaned up, and I'm taking off all of this on this right side over here. I'm gonna try to knock this out right now. It's a lot, it's higher up there than you think. I don't know, it's a lot of lemon, and then when you get it down you got to stop every now and then and clean up, which involves cutting the big pieces away from the limbs, the smaller limbs. So I got a big stack on the end there that I can buck up into good firewood. The rest of it can go. I'll be back. Do you see it, folks? Do you see the spot where somebody might get offended? Oh, my finger's in the way. It's right at the end of my finger, I think. There's a little spot right there. Yeah, right there. See, if they would just slow down to 2 miles an hour, they could look over here and be briefly offended. those blackberry bushes went up 20 or 30 feet up into the branches. They had a stranglehold on these trees, but I think these trees are going to do a lot better now.
That's it.
I think that's going to do it for now for the trimming. I'll get this all cleaned up and take the tractor and get rid of all the debris, and I'll get my firewood moved. Well, there you have it, folks, the 3 Cedars Resting Area. And I got a lot of good cedar firewood too, but this is good. I'll bring my tractor in here, smooth all this out, clean up the debris. That's enough for now. I left a little more on this side, as I said, for screening purposes, but it's nice having this area opened up between the RoadHouse Garage, the house, and the big building. Get my firewood all nestled in the crook of the trunks down here and stack it up. We'll put a picnic table over here somewhere. This will be the shady spot, and that's how you do it, one little piece at a time. As always, thanks for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe, comment, share, keep coming back, and ding, click the notification bell. America. Jamie's been helping me. Thank you, honey. Jamie likes the 3 Cedars Resting Area, don't you, honey?
Yeah.
And now we're getting all this firewood cleared out of here and stacking it up over here. We already did one whole pallet full. Stacked them on the back side. I think that the wood is going to stay pretty dry under here. If it doesn't, I can make a small lean-to type of a roof just to cover the wood pile. But this really solves a lot of problems for us. It gets the firewood in a good spot where it'll stay dry. It gets it out of the shop and it makes it where I can bring the rest of this stuff out of there to build more shelves along the back wall and move my 59 GMC 370 series Tinker truck needs to go in there. So that's what we're working towards. I'll bring that wood over here and Jamie and I will stack it up there. right, folks. Thank you, Jamie. Sure goes a lot faster with two people. You like our new firewood pile?
Yeah, I've always loved this. Look.
Yeah. And it's functional. It's right there by the shop and the house. We can come right out that door to get wood for the fireplace. And it keeps it out of the building. This is what I want to show you, folks. Everything has to be...
Put some lights on it.
Some lights on the firewood? On the tree?
Yeah. So
LED
like,
lights?
well, we got that light. Yeah, because you know I don't like the dark.
Yeah, Jamie doesn't like the dark. But look at how much this cleared up right here. And what I'm focused on now is getting all this stuff out so I can build some more shelves along the back wall Kind of trying to keep everything semi-organized in here, but I do have a couple big things that need to go in here, including Tinker, our pristine, like new truck.
Yeah.
And we're gonna get him in here and a couple of vehicles, but it's coming along.
You gotta get the land shark in here too.
Got to get the land shark and Terry's land shark in here, but we're getting there. You just have to do everything in the order, but look at, that's a whole bunch of extra space, and now I can add all this other stuff and pull it out. Thanks for watching, folks, and don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share, keep coming back, and ding, click the notification bell. That'll work, folks. Thus, for now, completes the Cedars Resting Area. That was a lot of work. A lot of things that you would think wouldn't take very long out here wind up being a lot of work. This was a mess. I'll splice in a before picture for you right here. This was a bad mess. I had blackberry bushes growing 25-30 feet up into these cedar trees. These trees should do a lot better now. I did a little grading around here, trying to get all the water to, all the ground to slope that way, and have the water run around behind the building and out into the pasture. This is all turning to lawn. Last year at this time, I believe I was I don't know, the time goes by, but seems like yesterday I was digging that big old stump up with my tractor from right over there so I could grade right here. I cleared out the brush pile over there.
And then what appeared in the middle of the briar patch?
It was before the middle. As soon as I dug into that pile over there, I found nothing but old burn up logs and stumps. And some of the stumps were huge. Film at 11, folks.
Anyway, I'm going to start working on the house. My first thing that I'm going to do is go in there, get rid of the weeds, and put all my pier pads where they go. I'm going to start building this section of the floor. I'm going to dedicate 2 days a week to the house with the goal of being in it by Thanksgiving this year. Jamie and I want to spend Thanksgiving and Christmas in the house this year. It's been 10 years in the RV. That's quite long enough. I apologize about my voice. Still got a lingering little bit of a cold. The reason that I went and did all this right now, 2 reasons actually. It's kind of our yard and we have to look at it every day now because this is where we're going to live and work. And the firewood had to come out of the building. It was all piled up right here at the start. All this stuff in the center, I'm gonna catch my breath. all this stuff right here has to come out, or at least get moved to the sides, because I have to come over here, and a lot of people won't agree with me on this. I'll get a lot of comments. Go ahead, it's fine. Some of you have pretty good ideas, but the ground has never been leveled like we did for the house over here for the building. All I'm doing for now is piling up dirt to the base and packing it in so that there's not a gap underneath the sidewalls. And I'm sloping all of the property on the outside away so no water comes into the building. So far it's doing good, but I've got to go from right there by those doors to over here just past the backhoe and fill all that in and pack it so that I can at least put temporary shelves and things like that up against this back wall. I have a lot of stuff still in the shop in a box, and the Copenhagen tent over there that got to come out, including Tinker, my 36,000 mile Survivor truck. It needs to come in here. A couple things need to come in here, but I'm not just going to pile stuff up in here. I want to know where stuff is, and I want to have access to stuff. But that was the next step. Now I'll get all this moved out, and I'm gonna do something different, hopefully for this weekend for a video. I'm something unusual for classic truck rescue. I'm going to work on a truck. Jamie and I brought this red 54 or 5 Chevy farm truck over here home. I haven't checked to see if it's locked up, but just from looking at it and everything, Eric couldn't give me any info on the last time it ran. It hasn't ran since he's had it, and I don't know how long he's had it, or I know nothing about it, but I know that by looking at it, it seems like a truck that I could get to run. So I'm going to give it a shot, spend a couple hours on it. Maybe we'll have a will it run video this week, and if I do get it running, I'll try to break these locked up rear wheels that Eric and I couldn't bust loose, and I'll try to break them loose. Gotta have my crowbar back, and I'll get back to work on the block, cleaning the block up over there. Thanks for watching, folks. Please remember to like, subscribe, comment, share, keep coming back, and ding, click the notification bell. Peace out.